Hello, boys and girls. So we are on chapter 2 and we're on lesson number 6, and this is called problem solving. We're going to watch a video first.
These are also reasonable. The picture shows 5 pages of stickers, and the crossed out 2 because that's how many pages are on the picture shows there are 3 pages of stickers left, so the answer is reasonable.
All right, so boys and girls, today's lesson is problem solving. Strategy is draw a diagram. Our essential question is, how do you subtract numbers? Okay, so you are on page 141, and at the top of your page you have a big arrow that says problem solving. So we're going to learn this strategy. I'm going to read to you our problem. Abby has 5 erasers. She gives Matt 2 erasers. How many erasers does Abby have left? So we're going to do 2 strategies. Number 1 is we're going to understand. Underline what you know, circle what you need to find out. So what they've done here is they underlined what we know, which is Abby has 5 erasers. She gives Matt 2 erasers. That's what we know. And what we want to know is how many erasers does Abby have left? So that's what they've circled. Now our second strategy is a plan. How will I solve the problem? So now on number 3, we're going to solve the problem. I will draw a diagram. So look how cute those erasers are. They made 5 different erasers, and then they marked off 2 erasers because that's the 2 erasers that Abby gave to Matt. And how many are left is what they wrote in the blank. So I would like you to go ahead and just X off like they've done that. Just trace their X's, and I'll do that with my writing tool. So when we do takeaway, of course, we X off what we've given away. So she gave a heart eraser and a smiley face eraser to her friend Matt. And how many she has left is 3. It's the difference between, and that's the difference. When we're doing subtraction, remember that the answer is called the difference. She has 3 erasers left. Now, number 4 in our strategies is called check. So you're going to check, is my answer reasonable? And you need to explain. So I can say that when I say 5 minus 2 equals 3, that makes sense to me because I had 5 erasers to begin with and I took 2 away. So now I have 3 that are left. All right, now we're going to go to the next page. Okay, we're going to use what we just learned to practice this strategy again. Lila has 8 toys. She lets Rex play with 3 of the toys. How many toys does Lila have left? So remember, we're going to get out writing tools and we're going to go ahead and we're going to underline what we do know. So we knew at the beginning here that Lila has 8 toys. So go ahead and underline that. Then She lets Rex play with 3 toys. We also know that, so go ahead and underline that. What we want to know is how many toys does she have left. So this is the part we're going to circle. That's the part we're going to solve. How many does she have left? All right, so how are we going to solve the problem? Okay, to solve it, I'm going to draw a picture. So we know that Lila has 8 toys, so I'm just going to use my writing tools to pretend that the toys are balls. So I'm going to make some balls right here because that's the easiest thing for me to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are the toys. Now, she lets Rex play with 3 of the toys, so I'm going to go ahead and X off 3 of those toys that she let him have. How many does she have left is the difference, which is our answer right here. We just have to count up what we have left over. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to write 4 toys is the answer to our problem. Now, on this strategy where we check our answer, we just have to explain our answer. So to check this, we knew that she had 8 toys to begin with. She took away 3 toys, so it was 8 take away 3, and we got 5 toys that were left over. Okay, I want you to solve these on your own. I'm going to read the problem, and I'd like you to see if you can go ahead and use these strategies that we just did. So remember, you're going to understand what you need to know. So you underline what you know, circle what you need to know, and then we're going to solve this by planning it and solving it, and then checking your answers. Okay, so this says draw a diagram to solve. Number 1, Nick has 6 cherries. He eats 3 of the cherries. How many cherries are left? So go ahead and solve that problem. Okay, we're going to continue to do this again. I'm going to read the question, and I want you to underline what we know, circle what we need to know, and then let's plan and solve the problem. Okay, and then check your answer. Check and see if it sounds reasonable. All right, so number 2, Alberto buys 7 apples. He eats 1 apple. How many apples does he have left? Okay, we're on number 3 at the bottom of your page. Remember, we're still going to draw that diagram to show what we know. Actually, we're going to underline what we know, we're going to circle what we need to know, and then we're going to draw a diagram to solve it. So, number 3, there are 7 oranges. Miles eats some of the oranges. There are 5 oranges left. How many oranges did Miles eat? Ooh, this is a little bit trickier because they're telling us that there's 5 oranges left. Now we need to figure out that missing number between what he had left and how many did he eat is what we really want to know. So I'm going to do this one with you. I'm going to get out my writing tool and we're going to go ahead and underline what we know. We know there are 7 oranges. Then we know that he eats some of them, but we don't know how many. That's going to be the hard part, right? And we do know how many are left. So we want to find out how many oranges does he eat. So that's our question. All right, let's first go ahead and make a diagram of 7 oranges. I'm going to make mine like a 10 frame so I can kind of visualize it. Okay, there's our 7 oranges. Now, we know at the very beginning there from reading that there were 5 oranges left over. So if we consider that this is the number that they're searching for, here's the 5 that were left over. So we want to know how many oranges did he eat. If he has this many 5 left over, he had to eat 2 oranges. Okay, we're on our last page now. This is called Review the Strategies. So remember, we were drawing a diagram, we're acting it out, and then we're writing a number sentence. So here we go, number 4. Lena has 6 books. She gives away 2 books to her sister. How many books does Lena have left? So I'm going to use my writing tool, my medium line here, and I'm going to go ahead and underline what we know. She has 6 books, and then we know that she gives 2 books to her sister. Now what we want to know is, how many books does she have left? So let's go ahead and draw our picture. I'm going to make boxes be my books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to make it like a 10 frame, 6. Now she gives 2 books to her sister, so I'm going to X off the 2 books that she gave. And I can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. So I can put 4 right here. Okay, we're on number 5. Jessica catches 4 frogs. 3 of the frogs hop away. How many frogs does Jessica have now? So let's get out our writing tools. We're going to start by underlining what we know. I'm going to use my medium line here. I know that Jessica catches 4 frogs. 3 of the frogs hop away. How many frogs does Jessica have now is what I want to solve. So I'm going to circle that. Sorry that my lines are so messy. It's the mouse on this. It's very hard to get it exact. All right, so here we go. I'm going to make my circles be my frogs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it tells us that 3 of those are hopping away. How many does Jessica have now? Yep, just 1 frog. This is a long lesson today. We're finally on number 6. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to read the question for us. Marcos ate 5 crackers. Shani ate some of the crackers. Together, they ate 9 crackers. How many crackers did Shani eat? Okay, so a picture's going to help us here. I'm going to get out my writing tool really quickly here because we're almost running out of time here on this. And I'm going to go ahead and make my 10 frame again. So I've got 5 crackers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and 5. Now, we know that Shani ate some of the crackers. Together they ate 9 crackers. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Together they ate 9 crackers. So I'm going to make this 9 right now. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I go back and I'm going to underline what we know. Marcos ate 5 crackers. So here's the 5 crackers that Marcos ate. Now, Shani ate some of those crackers, but together they ate 9 crackers. So here's our 9 crackers all together. How many did Shani eat? So we know Marcos ate the top half. And how many do we have here? We have 4. All right, we did it. I'm so proud that we're finished with this lesson. All right, boys and girls, good job.